What happens when international politics collide with the global energy market? The answer can be found in a high stakes drama involving two of the world's most powerful leaders, economic sanctions, and a bold act of defiance. In the world of geopolitics, actions speak louder than words, and few actions reverberate like sanctions. Imagine, if you will, the United States, under the leadership of President Donald Trump, deciding to impose sanctions on Russian oil companies. The reason? Russia's involvement in Ukraine. But how does one man, President Vladimir Putin of Russia, react to such a bold move by the United States? With defiance. Yes, despite the global pressure and economic implications, Putin stood unwavering. Let's dive deeper into this geopolitical chess game, shall we? First, we need to understand why oil. Russia's economy is heavily reliant on its oil and gas sector, making it a vulnerable target for sanctions. Next, consider the timing and context. These sanctions didn't come out of the blue. They were a response to Russia's actions in Ukraine, actions that have reshaped the geopolitics of Eastern Europe. But here's where it gets interesting. Despite the sanctions, Russia's oil companies, backed by the state, showed resilience. They adapted, looked for new markets, and in some cases, even increased production. This move by Trump and the response by Putin highlight a complex interplay between national interests, global politics, and the energy market. It's a reminder of how interconnected our world is and how decisions made in the halls of power in one country can ripple across the globe. Now, let's bring in the perspectives of experts like Andrew, Reuters chief political correspondent for Russia, and Jeff Mason, a seasoned White House correspondent. They've seen firsthand how these geopolitical dramas unfold and the impact they have not just on the players involved, but on ordinary citizens around the world. As we approach the conclusion of this story, it's worth pondering the broader implications. What does this standoff between the US and Russia tell us about the future of international relations? And what lessons can we learn about the power of economic sanctions as a tool of diplomacy? In summary, the defiance shown by Putin in the face of sanctions from the Trump administration is more than just a political maneuver. It's a statement about power, resilience, and the complex dance of diplomacy. As we've seen, the world of international politics is a stage where every action has a reaction. Every decision carries weight, and the future is always in motion. This saga between the US and Russia over Ukraine and the sanctions on Russian oil companies is just one chapter in an ongoing story of power, defiance, and the quest for influence. So what comes next? Only time will tell. But one thing is certain, the world will be watching. And with that, we close this chapter of our geopolitical tale. But remember, history is always being written, and the actions of today will become the legacy of tomorrow. Thank you for joining us on this exploration into the intricate dance of global politics. Until next time, keep questioning, keep learning, and stay engaged.